Okay, guys, quick update for Bitcoin. Listen, I think it's very possible next week could be the trigger to start the bear market for not only the U.S. stock market, but for Bitcoin as well. I'm going to explain why I think this is the case. I'm also going to give you some important support and resistance levels to pay attention to for Bitcoin. So listen, this video, I put this video out on October 16th, about 6 days ago. I'll put a link up this video now if you want to check it out. The link will be pinned in the first comment in the description. This is about 6 minutes, 48 seconds in. So listen to what I said here. We hit this resistance. Again, resistance on the RSI. Now we pushed above the RSI to potentially come down. That is at this same resistance level back here. So I'm telling you, it is very possible we come down. Yes, could we push up to around 65,000 or 67,000? It's possible, but that will be the top before we continue dropping. We're not in a bull market, we're entering a bear market. So I was showing you that if we pushed above this point, your top would be this yellow line outlining where this green fib channel line is, around 67,000. If we pushed up, that'd be the top for a drop. I was showing you, look, potentially, just like back here, resistance, 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 we pushed above it, we had a drop. So I was seeing the same thing, bearish divergence, resistance, resistance, we pushed above it, we'd have a drop. Well, you can clearly see this is how it played out. We had resistance, resistance, and then we dropped. This was bearish divergence playing out. And as I told you, if we pushed above, your target was this fib channel line above. We hit it to the tick, 67,397, and we dropped. That is this fib channel line right here. And just to show you, this is a published chart. I published this on August 31st. This was where I was talking about we'd push up to 53,000. You come down, you would buy at the yellow ring, you would sell at the white ring, you'd buy back at around 39,500 and ride it up. But take note, this green fib channel line right here. This is the same line I'm referencing right here. This line right here. Watch what happens when we hit it. I'm gonna hit play. This line right here. That line was there way before price got to it. And I told you, when we hit it, that was the point to short. So you knew exactly when to put in your short. And how much did we drop? Let's see here. We dropped a total of, that was 11%. You could have short, 11% short. If you're using leverage, you could have made a fortune. Just buying in, or you could have bought, what, $6,000 or $7,000 cheaper. But again, just showing you the accuracy of these charts. This was a live stream I put out yesterday. I'll put a link up now if you want to check it out. This was about 36 minutes in. I was saying this was your next support level, this yellow trend line at 60,159. This was an hour in right here. You can see how it pushed up. And the reason I knew this would potentially be support, well, if you understand how to create these charts, and I do have tutorials, if you visit my website, I teach you how to create these charts. But if you'll notice, this yellow line is outlining this line in this fib channel, this red line, and this blue line in this fib channel. And if you watch, when I move this is all the same fib channel. See how they match up? All the lines match. That's how I knew when you come down. Look, we push up as resistance, resistance, came down as support, and then we found support again. So this is where you potentially buy. And as I tell you guys, if you have access to these charts and you have matching support levels, that is where you buy. And you can clearly see we found support right here on this red trend line that was previously a resistance, now support 59,600. We found support on this this fib channel line here at 59,647. And on the C1 chart, we came down and found support right here. So I'm going to come back and give you support and resistance levels to pay attention to. Before I do that, I'll explain why I think next week potentially could trigger the start of the bear market. So as you can see, this was our previous high for Bitcoin, 64,417-ish, and we pushed up to around 67,770. Everybody's getting super bullish, think we're going higher. But you can see what happened. We got rejected, we came down. I think the same thing is playing out with not only the Dow Jones, the S&P, and the NASDAQ. I think that we put in a new high. You can see our previous high right here was, for the Dow Jones, just 35,634. We put in a high at 35,781. Everybody's getting super bullish, just like they did with Bitcoin before we had a drop. I think the same thing is going to play out with the Dow Jones, the rest of the U.S. markets. I think this is a bull trap as well, and we're going to be coming down. Remember, guys, I said that this red ring was a trigger for a black swan event. And again, even if we push up, that's the absolute top for the Dow is going to appear at 35,935. I believe that we are coming down for the Dow Jones. That's why I believe we're starting a bear market, not just for the stock market, but for Bitcoin also. This is another chart I mentioned in that previous video. We hit a green ring, rejected. Green ring, rejected. White ring, crash. Green ring, rejected. We're hitting the next green ring right now to potentially come down. You can see how overextended the moving averages are in the MACD, and you can see the bars are starting to come down as well. So I think we're in for some serious downside for the stock market. This right here, this is a zoomed out version of this here, this red ring. Again, explaining why. This was the same chart I used to predict the last crash. Notice we found resistance at this orange ring. The red ring was the trigger for an event. This was next time we had a correction. Notice that this orange ring was resistance. The red ring was a trigger. We know how bad things are with supply chain shortages. Some countries have a shortage. They don't have oil or coal, so they're having problems with keeping the lights on. Things are really bad right now, and just because we are right here at resistance at this orange ring, and we're crossing this red ring right now, this to me is going to trigger the start of the bear market. And again, last time we had a correction, last time we dropped with the Dow Jones, Bitcoin dropped twice as hard. So I believe that we are starting a bear market. If you watched that previous video, I told you we were in a falling wedge with the DXY. This was resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. I said this would be support. Go back and watch. We broke up from it. Now we're testing this again. So it's possible we push up. If I'm wrong, if the dollar starts crashing, you want to be long on Bitcoin. But if the dollar starts pushing up, expect Bitcoin to come down. Expect the markets to come down as well. This is another chart I published a while back. You notice we came down and we found support on this green ring. And we pushed up, so I think something's going to happen pretty soon when we get to this point. If you have access to my stocks page, you can access these charts, the Dow Jones, the DXY, and so on. Before I give you some price targets for Bitcoin, guys, remember, if you do want to access all these live charts, you can on my website. It's optiworkcrypto.com. Link will be pinned in the first comment and description. Stocks is $59 a month. Tutorials is $179. Teaching you how to create these charts. And if you want to access Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter, that's $49 a month. So let me give you some price targets to pay attention to. So this chart right here, currently you see we found support at 59,603. Your next major resistance to watch, if we push up, this will not only be, you can see this white line. This chart's really slow for some reason. You can see this white line was our support. So if we push up, I think it's possible. I'm not saying, if we do push up, watch to get rejected around 65,419. I'm not saying we push up to there. I'm just saying that is your next ultimate target to watch. If we push above that and hold support, guys, I was wrong. We're off to the moon. But I do think that's the highest we go if we do push up, 65,419 before getting rejected. Let me give you some smaller price targets on these other charts. So listen, right now you can see we held support at 59,647. Your current support right now is going to be, write these down, guys, 60,865. If we push up, your next resistance to watch is right here at potentially 63,112. And then you will find resistance around, this is an angle, guys. If you have access to the charts, you know when to short, because when you make contact depends on the price since it's at an angle. But you can see we did get rejected once, twice. So if we push up, you will get rejected again when you make contact. Just to give you an idea, if we push up and sideways, this is around 64,469. Your next strongest support level below is going to be down here at, there's a lot of support levels, but your strongest support level down here is around 55,450. On this chart here, you can see we found support at, let me get your price label here. We found support right here at 59,800-ish. So if we drop, so your next support level to watch on the C1 chart is around 59,912. Your next strongest support level to watch can be right here at 56,774. If we push up, this yellow trend line that was previously support will now be resistance. This is 62,979. And if we push up, next resistance to watch is around 64,512. Let me see if there's a few others. I did want to point out, I took off the moving average here. So this is what I'm going to point out. So it is possible, I just want to point out we got a moving average here. So if we do come down, do watch to potentially catch bounce around 58,898. So you got a moving average coming, and again, when you have a moving average that's completely level or coming up right to a support level, that is an ideal point to put in along. And again, if you come out a little bit, that's 59,000. This is on the H1 chart. And here you can see that we have a moving average coming right up to the support level. So again, this is another support to watch, 56,774. But guys, that's it. I might do a live stream on Monday because I'm expecting the Dow to come down. Don't forget, guys, I shorted the Dow. Guys, that's pretty much it. Trade safe, trade smart. Until the next video, I'm out. Peace.